morning, students. Hope you all are doing well. Today we are going to study history of class 6, third chapter, Indus Valley Civilization. Today we are going to study last topic, life of the people. So let's start. So students, let's study life of the people of Indus Valley Civilization. So as we don't know much about the social and political life of the Indus people. Okay, we only guess that there was some kind of difference between the people, means who were living in the lower town area and those who were living or those who lived near the cathedral. Okay, at that time people were divided into occupational groups. Okay, the nobility comprised the king and his nobles, only the king and his nobles, and there were the controlling authorities for the uniformity of the town plan, standardization of weights and measures, collection of taxes and grains would have been impossible. Okay, and the people, Indus people, had many different occupations. They were farmers, weavers, potters, metal workers, toy makers, jewelers, stone cutters and traders. Clear? Now one by one we will study about the different occupations and about the pattern of the life. So first was the dress and the ornaments. Okay, this was the time when they invented and cultivate cotton. Okay, they were the first people to cultivate cotton. Clear, all of you? From the excavations it was revealed that the spindles were found. Okay, and it shows that the people of the Indus time or the Indus people know the art of spinning and weaving. Clear? Spindle means the a rod which is used for spinning the wheel. Okay, so as they used to cultivate cotton, so they were using the cotton to wear woolen cloths and cotton cloths also. Okay, now what was the dressing of men? Men wore a piece of cloth around their waist and a shawl over their shoulders. Okay, and women wore skirts. Now let's come on the ornaments. Both men and women were wearing ornaments like bangles, necklaces, bracelets and earrings. Clear? These were made up of metal, bone, shell and beads. Clear, all of you? I think dress and ornaments are clear. Now let's study about the farming and cattle rearing. Okay, so agriculture was the chief occupation of the people of Indus Valley Civilization, and the climate and the seasons were favorable for farming, and annual flooding of the rivers made the land fertile. Okay, and this gave the facility to grow the crops. The chief crops were wheat, barley, cotton, maize and millets. People of Indus Valley Civilization were also growing fruits and vegetables. Okay, Means they also grew fruits and vegetables. People of that time also adopted different methods of irrigation. Clear? Channels and embankments were also built to control the flow of water into the fields. Plugs and slicks were commonly used as the agricultural tools. Means plugs and slicks they were using as the agricultural tools. Next thing they were practicing was the animal husbandry. Okay, so animal husbandry was practiced, and oxen, buffaloes, goats, sheep, pigs, donkeys, goats and camels were reared. The horse, however, was unknown to the Indus Valley people. Clear, all of you? Now let's talk about the pottery. So students, after agriculture, Indus Valley people seems to have been the most popular occupation of the people was the pottery. Okay, they were skilled in the use of the potter's wheel. They were using reddish brown clay. They used to bake them, glazed and decorate with various designs in black color. Clear? Some broken bits of pottery found in the exhibition sites have geometric designs and animal motifs, means animal designs on them. Clear? They are evidence of an excellent craftsmanship and artistic skills of the Harappan people. Clear? So on page number 40, as you can see, beautiful pot is given, and below it is written, Indus people decorated their pots with beautiful designs. Beautiful design is there on their pots. Okay, now let's talk about the trade. So about the trade, they were doing trade both by land and by the sea, by sea. Okay, just to grow and develop. Okay, at that time a number of seals of Indus origin have been found at various cities in Mesopotamia. Okay, this indicates that trade flourished between these two civilizations. Clear, all of you? Again I am repeating, trade both by land and sea thrived in Harappan cities. Okay, and for this they were using the number of seals of Indus origin. Okay, and they were found at the various sites in Mesopotamia. In order to measure articles, they used a stick with markings on that. Clear? They also used various kinds of weights and measures. Clear? Now let's talk about the seals. So at that time, more than 2000 seals have been found at various sites, and that seals were made of terracotta and some soft stone. Okay, most of the seals are of rectangular shape, but some are in circular shape. Okay, some of them have knob at the back which contains a hole. Okay, and it was their belief that different guilds or individual merchants used these seals for stamping their consignments. Okay, I think all of you are knowing the meaning of consignments. Means the goods, the products that are sent out. Okay, and afterwards they have a carved picture with some inscriptions. Okay, on some inscriptions they were having the carved pictures on the other side. These seals show throw lights on the religion, custom and economic activities of the society. Okay, now let's talk about religion. So students, as no temples or shrines have been found, our knowledge of the religious beliefs of the Harappans is based on the information derived from the seals. They were having terracotta and bronze figures. Okay, means no evidence of the temples or shrines have been found. Okay, the figure of a male god carved on the seal and surrounded by animals like a tiger, a rhinoceros, a buffalo and an elephant. Okay, on page number 40, as you can see, Indus seals are given in the cubal weights and different animals figures are there on them. Okay, now the historians also believe that it represents Lord Shiva and Pashupati. Clear? A clay figurine of Mother Goddess suggests that she was worshipped as the goddess of fertility and prosperity. Okay, seals engraved with animals like the bull, elephant and rhinoceros suggest that these animals were probably held sacred. Next, they were believing in praying, worshipping people tree and the serpent. Okay, these two were also worshipped. Next, some statues were also having bear suit marks at their bases. That indicates that incense was burned as part of a ritual. Okay, and all these things indicate that Harappans worshipped idols. On page number 41, you can see the Mother Goddess and Lord Shiva as Pashupati found in Indus cities. Picture is given. Okay, now students, let's talk about the Indus script. So people of the Indus Valley used a script, and that script consisted of around 400 picture like signs called pictograph. Okay, and on that writing was done from right to left. Okay, from right to left. And examples of this script are found on the seals, most of which bear an inscriptions. However, the Indus script has not yet been deciphered, means they do not get success in reading whatever it was written. Means archaeologists not got the success in reading. It was not clear. Okay. Now let's talk about the decline of the civilization. Okay. So the Indus Valley civilization flourished for about 1000 years. Okay. With very few changes in lifestyle, customs and habits. Though this civilization began to decline by 1500 BCE. Okay, and there were many reasons for the decline of the civilization. The exact causes of the decline are not known. However, historians have made various suggestions based on evidence, and that evidence includes, first is natural calamities. Okay students, natural calamities like earthquakes and floods may have destroyed the civilization. Okay, next is change in course of the river Indus. Okay, means due to the change in the course of the river Indus, they may have led to mass migration, means they move from one place to another place due to the change in the course of the river Indus. This was also the reason of the decline of the civilization. The next evidence is epidemics or fire. Okay, we all know what is epidemic, means any deadly disease that spreads rapidly, which from one people to another. And next, fire. Okay, fire, it's very common thing that fire may have destroyed whole civilization or cities. Next is foreign invasions. Okay, foreign invasions may have lead to its decline, especially Aryans. Okay, probably they were Aryans. Next is ecological changes. Due to deforestation may have lead to the land becoming dry and inhabitable, and this was the biggest reason of the decline of the civilization. Okay students, so students, this was the last topic of this chapter. In the next video we will see exercises and question answers. Till then, all of you please go through this chapter very clearly, and if you have any confusion, do ask in live classes. Okay, thank you.